Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody is enjoying their Thursday evening. It's Thursday evening. You know what that means. It's time for our weekend forecast, brought to you by Rennie's, of course. And tonight's going to be a chilly night. That's the big weather story. Tonight, we have lows slipping into the 20s and low 30s. I guess it's about time. Those 70s and 80s we had Sunday, Monday can't hang on much longer. And in fact, that's probably the last time we're going to get 70s and 80s this season. I'm sure it'll return in the spring. Temperatures tomorrow will be seasonable. We should be around 60 degrees and we'll be in the mid 60s on Saturday. Now that sounds kind of cool, certainly in comparison to where we've been, but mid 60s is actually seasonably mild. All right, let's start you off tonight with what we have on this is our sky cam, I believe. Let's take a look at that. And I do have to apologize. We're having some technical issues on this computer right here, so don't have the full screen of our graphic system. Instead, you're gonna have a chance to see a little behind the scenes stuff of our weather computer. So normally we don't have all that stuff around our screen right there, but it is 46 degrees and you get the idea what's happening. Dew points in the 20s. That's a pretty good indication of where overnight lows could be headed. Assume you have clear skies and light winds and a dry atmosphere. And that's what we have out there tonight. There's your time lapse from our Portland sky cam. Temps at the 8 o'clock hour. Well, we're already in the 30s in some areas. Look at Sanford just cooling off to 36 degrees. Sanford's the cool spot right now. Look at that. Sanford and Berlin, they're battling it out for who's going to be the coolest right now. We're in the mid 40s in Portland. Let's talk about, up on Mount Washington, where it's in the 20s. They've had some icing up there. This is the observatory's webcam during the morning. I guess it's about time that they've had some icing up there. It is mid-October after all, and some of that did melt today. Big weather story tonight is the temperature setup. A freeze warning has been issued for the entire region. Notice there are no freeze warnings up into the Western Mountain region in Coos County. Those areas will be coldest tonight, but the reason there are no warnings, it's, past the 10 days past the median frost date. So the frost freeze program has already ended there for the season, and it will end in this region, I think next week or very soon. So let's see, 10 days past. Yeah. So it ends tomorrow. Actually, there'll be no more frost or freeze warnings for most of our region here in southern and central Maine, starting 10 days after the 1st of October. I don't think it matters either way when you get into technical rules like that, because the growing season ends tonight and temps will be slipping into the 20s. Most of you will be in the 20s. I picked all what was left of my tomatoes and peppers this morning. Now I have to process them, cut them and freeze them. So that'll be a project for tomorrow. But temps are running in the low 30s at the coastline. Most inland towns will be in the 20s. So a hard freeze is expected during the overnight hours tonight. It's a nice rebound to 60 tomorrow, though. Skies are clear. No problems out there tonight. Tomorrow, we'll have temps running in the 30s early in the day. Many of you will need the ice scrapers in the morning. Go dig that out of the trunk, or just start your car maybe 15 minutes early. 10 minutes early. You'll probably be fine. We're in the upper 50s and low 60s during the afternoon tomorrow. So tomorrow looks to be a seasonable day. Normal high is 62 degrees. Here comes, a little bit of a warm up on Saturday. We should be in the mid 60s that day. Look for a lot of sun. Now, a storm should stay to our south on Sunday. Now, the question is how far north that storm gets Monday to Tuesday. I think initially we'll bring some clouds on Sunday. I don't think we'll see any precipitation Sunday. I can't rule out some rainfall starting as soon as Sunday night. And it all depends on how far north that storm gets. This is one forecast model depiction of how that storm could play out here. Right now, it looks like we're on the edge of the storm, and I think it comes close enough to us to bring us some rain on Monday. The question is, does it get up to southern New England, stop, and then move out, or does it get up into central Maine, stop, and move off to the east? If that's the case, which I think it will, we're probably going to get some rain Monday and Tuesday for that matter. We'll probably get some gusty winds, especially near the coast. And another variable to keep an eye on will be the wave heights. There's the potential we'll get 9 to 12 foot waves out in the Gulf of Maine. Now, the tides are not running extremely high. The highest tide of the month is today, but it's a 10-foot tide on Monday at about 5 p.m. So there may be some minor coastal flooding with that high tide around 5 p.m. on Monday, simply because, big waves, you get an onshore wind. And there still are some question marks, again, how far north this feature gets, at least into Maine. This is going to make national headlines, though, from the Chesapeake Bay region up to southern New England. It's going to be a much bigger storm with bigger impacts in that region right there. The storm should start to pull away at some point Tuesday. I have some rain, at least in the morning on Tuesday. But the trend will be for a better looking day on Wednesday. And we may get some showers moving back in on Thursday of next week. And that's an interesting day, because Ryan and I were talking about that. There'll be some colder air kind of working in. If we get those showers on Thursday of next week, the mountaintops could turn white. I wouldn't be shocked to see that, but we'll see. I mean, that's a ways down the road at this point, and we hope to have a better idea of how this Monday, Tuesday situation is going to evolve as we get closer. Hopefully by Saturday, we'll have a much better idea. But tomorrow looks great. Sunny skies. We're near 60. Chilly start to the day is expected. You'll need the jackets early on. By afternoon, though, we should easily make it into the upper 50s and low 60s. Let's see what else. Mid 60s on Saturday. The clouds come back on Sunday. You might get a little bit of sun that day. A lot of those will be high thin clouds. But Monday will feature some of that rain, assuming that storm comes far enough to the north that we're on the edge, or at least the northern edge of some of that precip. If we get the rainfall, we'll have a hard time getting out of the low 50s. If the northern edge of some of that precip gets to southern New England and pulls out, well, yeah, we could see temps a little bit warmer. We'll see. But I think it's a Monday through Tuesday morning rain event, and there'll be some showers arriving on Thursday. We'll keep an eye on the high tide cycle. That will be Monday afternoon, about 5 p.m. That's our greatest chance for perhaps some coastal flooding. But again, a much bigger storm for our neighbors off to the south, particularly down in southern New England and down through the Chesapeake Bay region. All right, folks, we'll leave it at that. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Foliage is at peak. A lot of the leaves will be blowing around, and there'll be a lot of them falling today. We'll be raking before you know it. And it looks like we'll have at least a nice start to the weekend. Saturday's the best day of the long holiday weekend. A lot of folks have Monday off. So, in a perfect world, maybe that storm will shift a little bit farther south, and we'll be able to enjoy a decent Monday. Right now, I think we're going to see some rain at this point, though. So enjoy the next couple of days. We'll have some bright, sunny skies. Those 70s and 80s, they're long gone. Big weather story tomorrow morning will be a hard freeze for most of the area. All right, folks, have a nice night, and have a great weekend as well. Take care. Stay warm.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.